Disparates en Serio. Today's guests are a creative force, both behind and in front of the camera and the stage. They are storytellers who navigate the world of film and theater with heart, humor, and an unshakable commitment to this art. As a writer, director, actor duo, they are passionate collaborators that bring nuanced performance and a bold narrative to life, inviting us to laugh, reflect, and feel deeply. I am honored to show and excited to explore the journey that shapes their art and the impact they're leaving behind. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney and Duncan Bahr. Hi, welcome to my humble show. Thank you so much for honoring me with your presence. I'm going to start with Duncan, since I want to leave the best for later. So Duncan, Duncan, you were raised in Manhattan, surrounded by theater legends. Mm-hmm. And how did this environment shape your artistic identity?
Well, I mean, in a lot of ways. I mean, I was just surrounded by, I was in like Manhattan Plaza, which is a building, mostly actors and performers, dancers live in this building of like about 3,000 residents.
Can you mention some of celebrities that you met on that environment?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, we were one of the first families to move in there. It was built and completed in 1977. We moved from Queens to that building.
Oh, wow.
We had, like I said, I lived just I lived one floor below Jack Warden. Wow. I lived a couple floors above and over from Donald Faison, who is a kid I grew up with.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You know, the guy from Scrubs and other famous commercials that we see now. You know, we used to play on the playground. Wow. A lot of people. My mom was in a show with Jerry Lewis, and also with Victor Garber.
Crazy.
And Yankees.
Jerry Lewis.
A lot of Broadway stuff. And then I became friends with Leonard Bernstein before he died.
Oh my God!
Go to the New York Philharmonic.
That's incredible.
Yeah. He was a legend. He was a great, warm guy.
Wow.
Yeah, just a lot of interesting characters and figures growing up there.
So somehow this environment and these people that you were surrounded with, they shape your artistic identity, you think?
Well, in many ways, I was resistant to becoming an actor or an artist.
No way.
Because I was surrounded by it and I took it for granted, which is weird because, you know, was nothing like the rest of the world. But I was a boy, so I wanted to do something cool, like be a pilot. I remember even Leonard Bernstein said, "Oh, the Aviator." And then later on, I became an actor. You know, I was in West Side Story more recently, which is he wrote the music for.
Yes.
Yeah. My parents were actors, so it was sort of blasé about that life. But then I did a show in high school, and I was hooked.
I have a question though, because I'm curious now. Courtney, was it that way for you? Like, I don't want to be an actress, and then you find out later that oh, I'm good at this.
No, because nobody in my family was an actor. I was always drawn to theater. I used to do it, you know, with my friends. We would write stories and put on little plays at home, you know, and in the garage, and the parents would sit out in the driveway watching. And I think I always loved it. It was always something I wanted to do. I don't know if I thought about doing it as a career, but I always enjoyed it.
But you liked it. You always identify yourself with that.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Duncan. I was just curious about Listen, what lesson from your parents, both actors, as you mentioned, still echo in your work today?
For me, well, like my mother was more of a musical theater actress. Of course, she did straight plays as well, but she did a lot of Broadway. And she was just very much of a showman, I think, even in her life. She's still alive, of course. And, well, not of course, she's still alive. And you know, that may have influenced me. I don't know. But my father was more of a straight actor. He did more like, by straight acting, I mean like straight theater, like regular theater
Mm-hmm.
without. He did a lot of sidekicks, like Scanarelle from
Yeah.
Moliere's Don Juan, that kind of fun stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
he, I like to play a lot of funny characters because of him, I think. But my mom
Yeah.
also does a lot of funny characters too, because she's kind of quirky. My mom is from Texas,
Yeah.
so she
I,
gets a
I
lot
I
of.
think they both have some resonance. Their lifetime and their career, for what you're telling me, and the trajectory, you kind of follow their footsteps because you have done a lot of the things that they have done too.
That's true.
Yes. So now, you met Courtney, the beautiful, cute Courtney, on set, and now
More
you guys.
beautiful now than when I met her.
She's what?
More beautiful now than when I met her.
I'm sure. I am totally positive. Like,
Beautiful.
she looks great. And the very first day that I met her, the first time that I saw her, I was like, oh my God, she's so pretty, so cute. You have a very nice aura. You it feels like, oh, I want to hug her, kind of aura, kind of thing. I'm a little spiritual, so I like to feel and sense the aura and energy on people, and I love what I felt when I met her, what I felt from her.
That's very sweet to say, Denise. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's honest. I know it's the truth. But I was asking Duncan, um, you met Courtney on set, and now you guys create together. What's the secret to sustain both creative and personal partnership? I said it. I asked it. What is it? Tell me.
Big question. You go first.
Okay, I'll go. Well, I think we met as creators and actors, and immediately had a great rapport with each other. We kind of clicked.
Chemistry.
Yeah, we had chemistry, but I think as people, there's a lot of things that I think ground Courtney and I beyond our creative life, which actually is what
Oh,
started it all.
good.
I mean, we're both Catholic. We both wanted children. We wanted to get
Oh,
married.
yeah.
And, being a creative person, it's difficult to have a kind of a traditional path sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of grounded each other. And I think for years, we stopped being creative. We didn't stop being creative. We just put all our creative energy into our children.
Ah,
And I was going to work and she was raising the children, and we kind
yeah.
of lived like that. And after about
Mm-hmm.
10 years, we both woke up in a cold sweat and wanted to get back into show business. Uh, but, I think life is hard, and
Yeah.
we've had our struggles and continue to have our struggles. And I don't know, I think in many ways, I don't think our creative lives and our personal lives compete. I think they complement each
Yeah.
other.
Mm.
And so that's kind of, ironically enough, what makes us stronger.
But what's the
Um,
secret though? How did you do that? It's not to work together and also raising the family. Because think of this. You guys are seeing each other at home and you're raising the kids and everything that normal people that are not Asian business have to deal with, all the bills, the house, the kids, the health, the thing, right? And the work, because you all both works. But then you have to keep that the how do you sustain it, the one thing doesn't drive you crazy and the other one they balance it out. How do you sustain it that I keep flowing?
I think one thing is that we can work together so well creatively because I think we have similar tastes.
Oh,
You know, we like kind of the same things in terms not exactly the same, but close enough
yeah.
that we can complement each other in our work. So, like for example,
Oh,
we love writing together because our ideas kind of feed off each other. We have kind of the same goals in mind. Like,
okay.
it was like if he was an action film guy
Yeah.
and I was a romantic comedy girl, we would not be working together. I have like similar taste in art and
She
film and
said it.
theater. So that helps a lot. And so we have a respect for each other's point of view.
Yeah.
And that definitely helps.
And if I may, we're definitely, while we have a lot of similar tastes, we also diverge in some ways. But I think sometimes that is complementary too, because it forces us to look at things in different ways. We're not like totally. And I think personally, I think what helps is we like each other.
Yeah, we like each other as friends. That's how.
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah. The
I think that what it is that you both like, me saying opinion for what I'm hearing here. You both like your process. You both like the way you create and the way you do things. So it's beautiful because that's so rare. You guys find your soulmate. You complement it. You not only complement each other, but you unify like this, like one. Oh, so beautiful, so romantic. I can't. So in that case and in that say, how did you guys navigate disagreement? Because like Duncan said before, not all the time you guys are like, yeah, perfect. So when it's a disagreement and when co-writing and directing, not in your personal life, but co-writing and directed, how do you guys navigate that? She's the boss. She said what it goes. That's how it is.
Sometimes, but mostly.
When it's something that either of us feels really strongly about, and we can back it up with a, logic agreement, argument or something, then we can come to a conclusion. I think if I feel really strongly about something and I can prove my point, then I get my way. If he disagrees with something that he thinks very strongly about, then he can, prove his point. We listen to each other and we come up with the best solution. But a lot of the times it's whoever thought of it, right? So if I've written something, I know what I have in my head. I know what the creative impetus should be, how it should be directed, how it should be acted. But if he's thought of something, then he has a different opinion on it. Because we have a feature-length film that we've written together, and that was really a collaborative piece. It's
our story.
It's a story that we've both written together. And so there's parts of it that are more him, there's parts of it that are more me. And we haven't made that project yet. That's in the future, right? So when we come to that point, it'll be interesting to see how we put those ideas together.
It would be very interesting to see. And guys, are you listening to this? Are you following? Are you learning? This is beautiful because you're telling me communication is key. You guys I'm telling you the logic of why is this, and he's listening and he's telling you what, and then you come to an agreement. Oh my goodness. You should put that in a bottle and sell it because the world needs that right now.
I can't imagine doing it any other way. It just seems like, the fair way to do it. And the only way to be. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're pretty much a couple of equals, I guess. Some things she's stronger about, and other things I'm stronger about, and sometimes that's not always the same, and we just kind of, you got to flow. But anyway,
beautiful. Actually, it's deeper than when your words are deeper than when you're actually saying, because it's just love at the end of the day.
Right. And neither one of us is afraid of an argument. I think that's true.
Yeah. You don't hold it back and like, I don't want to tell him because I don't want to. You guys are open and say it and listen to each other. You listen to each other. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. So from stage to screen, Mr. Duncan, you have worked across mediums. What draws you to a particular role or project?
What draws me to a particular role or project?
Oh no, we run out of time. Duncan gave us a glimpse into the beauty and chaos of creating together. But just as he was about to answer the question that could unlock his artistic soul, we run out of time. In part 2, we pick up right where we left off and welcome Courtney Bahr into the conversation. Actress, director, and Duncan's wife, Courtney brings her own lens to the story, Subscribe now so you don't miss the next chapter. Hey, if you love today's story, consider supporting Duncan and Courtney's charm film, Self-Tape, a hilarious but serious take on the actor's grid of the chaos of chasing dreams. Haven't you been there? We all have been. You can empathize, you can be part of it, you can donate through Fracture Atlas. Links in the show notes. Let's help indie artists bring their vision to life. And do you know how proud you're going to feel when this is out in the air and you can say, I am part of this. I contributed. I make it possible. I help to make this possible. You know how proud and how great you're going to feel? So don't hesitate. Come on, anything will help. Just donate and Fractured Atlas to bring to life Self-Tape. Thank you and bye.